Shopping for high-end fashion boots online can be extremely difficult, especially if you are looking for knee-high boots for skinny calves or exceptionally slender legs. If you're like me and you have calves that really lack even a natural curvature of muscle, just genetics, you can't do anything about it, Stuart Weitzman has you covered. Stuart Weitzman's boots, both the knee highs and the over the knees, are made from their signature stretch suede. And per their website, the stretch suede is suede that has been spliced and backed with Lycra. Splicing just means to interweave two things together. So when you think about this technique, it's actually a pretty innovative way to use those two fabrics to get that fit that's more like a legging. So with these boots, you don't have to worry about it being too gappy. We talk a lot on this channel about things that look accidentally oversized as opposed to being cut specifically to be oversized. And I feel like with knee-high boots, you can run into the same thing. There are boots that are deliberately sized to be large around the calves and create the slouchy effect. And then there are ones that you actually want to be fitted. If you are looking for the fitted boots, Stuart Weitzman is your brand. I'm gonna get into the boots and different ways to style them in just a second here. And if you wanna skip to that part of the video, just jump to this timestamp right here. Make sure you are clicking subscribe down below. And when you get through the video, if you find it helpful, give it a thumbs up. But first I wanted to take a moment and talk about Stuart Weitzman. Stuart Weitzman is a tapestry brand. Tapestry owns Coach, Kate Spade, and Stuart Weitzman. And the reason I wanted to mention them is because the fashion industry is not doing very well in terms of humanitarian efforts and environmental efforts, but Tapestry seems to be making a pretty good attempt. If you go to their website, they have a responsibility tab which talks about their people and the planet and their supply line. And they do have some pretty impressive goals that they are trying to meet in terms of diversity, both gender and cultural, in their workforce, opening up their supply line transparency, as well as reducing use of water and reducing their carbon imprint. They also have goals for leather goods in particular about getting their tanneries up to a certain level of certification. Tanneries that process leather can have really damaging effects on the environment. So any brand that makes leather goods that is working toward more environmentally friendly practices in their tanneries is okay in my book. Because at the end of the day, I think it took us a long time to get to where we are now, and to expect a lot of these brands to turn around overnight is just unrealistic. It's an expensive process, so I think that the best thing to be doing is watching where they're making their efforts and applaud them for that. Moving on to the boots themselves. So these are the boots that I purchased. I actually purchased mine from Poshmark. And as long as we're talking about environmental friendliness, if you are looking for leather goods, Poshmark and Depop and Tradesy, these are all great secondhand stores where people are actually selling their designer and luxury goods. So it's not very difficult to find things that are either new with tag or very lightly worn. I was fortunate enough to find these in my size. These are the Stuart Weitzman Keenland, I believe is how you say it, knee-high stretch suede boots. This particular model is no longer sold on Stuart Weitzman's website, but Stuart Weitzman tends to redo their knee-high and over-the-knee boots every year or 2 years, and the models end up looking very similar. So I will link some of the new similar styles down below. But again, like I said, I was fortunate enough to find these on Poshmark, and I'm sure that you could probably find them on secondhand sites if you took a look. So the specs on these, obviously the stretch suede, the covered heel is 3.75 inches, which is perfect for me in terms of comfort. I'm able to wear them all day without feeling like I'm teetering or like I'm going to fall over. And as you will see here in the styling portion of the video, they definitely live up to their claim with the stretch suede and the legging fit, and they hug my calves without slipping down, without bunching around the ankle. So let's talk about how to style knee-high boots. I've put together 4 outfits for you guys, one using a dress, one a skirt, and then 2 pant options. The thing about dresses and skirts when you are styling knee-high and over-the-knee boots is paying attention to where the dress hits you. With knee-high boots, I like to wear dresses and skirts with hemlines that hit at the knee or just above. This will help prevent you from having too many lines of demarcation or lines that break up your body flow. I'm sure there's a vocabulary word for that in the styling world. I don't know what it is, but when you think about an outfit, you want the eye to flow seamlessly from top to bottom or from bottom to top. And when you have stark breaking points like a poorly placed belt or a hemline that just doesn't go with your footwear, that sort of thing, it sort of trips the eye and it's just a less appealing overall image. So as you can see with these 2 outfits, both the dress and the skirt, I've gone for hemlines that are just brushing my knee to make sure that I have that nice clean line from top to bottom for the outfit. The dress that you see me wearing here, I picked up last year at Nordstrom Rack. Last I checked, they still carried it. It seemed to be one of their regular featured items. They do also have a long sleeved version, so I will check the website to see if they still carry it and link it below for you. But the scarf and skirt and top that you see me wearing, I'm just incorporating these boots into things that I have purchased already earlier this season or that I've already had in my closet for a long time. When you watch my styling videos, what I'm hoping that I'm helping you do is come up with ways to apply styling rules and wardrobing rules into your own wardrobe, as opposed to just telling you, here's an outfit, go and buy it. Moving on to my third outfit, no surprise here if you've been watching my channel this season, leather leggings, and I just went in for this look. I am obsessed with that dark inky black suede of the boot against that more sort of shiny glossy finish of the faux leather leggings. And again, this is a sweater that I've had for going on 3 years now, but the key thing with the sweater is the length. I definitely wanted a hip length sweater as opposed to something more cropped. I thought that that would be a little bit more flattering with the knee-high boots and keep it looking a little bit classy as opposed to more like going out sexy style. And the fourth outfit option that I put together, think high-waisted or even not high-waisted, I guess, cropped pants that are either a straight cut or a slightly wide leg cut that will come down over top of where the boots hit. So you really just see the encased ankle and foot of the boot. The fun feature about this is that when you go to sit down, obviously the pants ride up a little bit and you can see more of the boot, but I think this is kind of just a more fashion forward way of wearing them, which if you watched my last video about how to dress cute in cold weather, you know I'm a big proponent of keeping the ankles and tops of the feet covered when it's cold outside for the sake of retaining body warmth. So this is just a unique, sort of more fashionable way of doing that. So I hope that gave you some ideas for how to incorporate knee-high boots into your closet. If you are on the hunt for some high-end fashion boots, particularly knee-high boots for skinny calves or slender legs, definitely go and check out Stuart Weitzman. They are a bit of an investment, but they are worth every penny. And if you have any questions or comments about the boots or other brands that you've tried, please let me know in the comment section below. I'd love to hear about it. And that's where I'm gonna leave you. So go have fun in your wardrobes, and I will see you in my next video. Bye-bye.